information leader.
Thanks, Nancy. Judge makes ruling in trial within a trial in the Terre Blanche case, and 8.4 billion rand set aside for road maintenance this year. Good afternoon. The pointing out by the teenage accused in the Eugene Terre Blanche murder trial has been thrown out of court. But the pointing out admissions by the older accused, Chris Mahlangu, has been admitted by the Circuit High Court in Ventersdorp in the Northwest. Judge John Horn made a ruling on the admissibility question following a trial within a trial. The two farm workers are on trial for bludgeoning the right-wing leader to death in April 2010. Senior court reporter Candice Klein has the details.
Judge John Horn said he would give reasons for his ruling at the end of the trial. The ruling relates to the pointings out when the accused were taken back to the crime scene and asked to give a rundown of what happened. Photographs were taken and everything the accused had said were noted down, but only Mahlangu's pointing out was admitted into evidence. The defense for the teenager had argued that it was the fruit of the poisonous tree, that police violated the teenager's right to force admissions. The court will continue hearing evidence in the main trial tomorrow. Candice Klein, SABC News, Ventersdorp.
Police have used stun grenades and tear gas to disperse protesting residents at Bossieshof near Plattenberg Bay in the Southern Cape. This after a group blockaded the N2 highway with burning tires for a second time this morning during a service delivery protest. 2 people have been arrested for public violence. The violence broke out after B2 Mayor Memory Boysen allegedly failed to turn up for a meeting with residents. Police spokesperson Malcolm Boyi says the N2 remains open.
Well, the members of our post unit are still being utilized in the Kolweni and the Bossieshof area where they're doing visible patrols. Earlier today at just around about 9 o'clock, about 60 people again gathered next to the N2 and tried to barricade the road again. It was closed temporarily, but it was open again at 9:30 after our members had to use stun grenades and tear gas to disperse these 60 people.
About 500 COSATU members attending a provincial shop stewards council in Limpopo have booed and prevented ANC Provincial Secretary Soviet Lekhanyane from speaking. Efforts by the Federation's President Stu Motlamini to call the members to order did not succeed. The council meeting is aimed at mobilizing the working class to take part in next month's march against the e-tolling system and labour brokering. Reporter Witness Tiba has more.
MKMVA and COSAS have described the ANC provincial leadership as thieves who stole the taxpayers' money. They blame Premier Castle Mapala's-led government for the current financial crisis in the province. 5 key departments have been put under administration by cabinet following allegations of maladministration. Lekhanyane, who was booed, continued to attend the Shop Steward Council. The Federation's President Zumotlamin is still going to address the gathering. I am Witness Tiva, SABC News, Polokwane.
An amount of about 8.4 billion rand has been set aside by the Transport Department for road maintenance this year. Transport Minister Sbu Ndebele says there will be a stronger focus on repairing and maintaining roads in 2012. He's speaking in Parliament yesterday at the release of the Road Traffic Management Corporation report on the festive season road death statistics. Abongile Dumako reports.
Transport Minister Sbu Ndebele says a significant amount of money will be pumped into repairing potholes and building decent roads in the rural areas. This 8.4 billion rand has been set aside for this project and others. Minister Ndebele says this was needed to change the number of fatalities on South African roads. An estimated 1,200 people die in vehicle accidents every month. He also warned that driver behavior also has to change in order to reduce the number of accidents and deaths on national roads. Abongile Dumako, SABC News, Johannesburg.
More than 100 workers of Impala Platinum Mine are expected to appear in the Phokeng Magistrates Court near Rustenburg in Northwest on charges of public violence. This follows their alleged unruly and disruptive demonstration at the hostels yesterday. Workers refused to vacate the hostels when ordered to do so by the mine officials who had a list of names. Police were called in and they were arrested. Some workers do not want to vacate the hostels or reapply for their jobs. They've also vowed to stop anyone who tries to go to work and will only reapply if the mine increases their salaries. Impala Platinum has dismissed over 17,000 workers following a 2-week-long illegal wage strike. And finally, further afield, a BBC correspondent who is just outside the Syrian city of Homs says government forces are continuing to bombard the city. He says the shelling is heavier now than at any point during the last 5 days. Unconfirmed reports say ground troops loyal to President Bashar al-Assad are moving closer to opposition control of neighborhoods.